Not the best way to start a story, but here I am, Jack Harrison, at the funeral of my former father-in-law, Peter Mason. I stand at the wake in silence and peace, painfully sad, but beginning to remember happier times and thinking of a wonderful man. Hi, Jack. I sighed, the probably inevitable conversation with my ex-wife Elizabeth, something I had been avoiding since our divorce 5 years ago. Lizzie, I replied, surprised that she didn't flinch when she heard her shortened name. She looked good. I wasn't going to tell her that. She knew anyway. Thank you for today. It was an honor. He was a good friend, and we saw each other often after you went to town. The silence continued, and finally, I picked at a scab that probably should have been left alone. How's life in the city? Do you still have everything you wanted? It was Lizzie's turn to sigh. Yes, I have the life I was chasing, the money, the downtown apartment, the beachside cottage. Great! I'm happy for you. I doubt it, Jack. I do miss our fun nights and parties with our friends. It's a shame it all stops with age. Oh, they haven't stopped. The old gang still have parties and barbecues. There are just a lot more kids running around these days. So you keep in touch with them even though they were more my friends than yours? Yeah, they were great after... The lads would drag me to the pub, and the wives would sympathize with me and cook for me. It meant a lot. They're really great friends. Lizzie hesitated. Oh, I kind of lost touch with them and Dad because of the move. The answer was sharper than I had intended. Yeah, you broke things off, and your dad missed you. Another silence before she continued. I'm not sure I've ever apologized for the way things ended or explained myself. You don't have to. It's in the past. You had an affair, and then you ran off with your very rich lover almost without looking back. It wasn't all easy, Jack, and I never meant to hurt you, but it happened so fast, and I got wrapped up in things. I apologize for all of that. Well, I was hurt and I struggled for a while. I'd rather not rehash it. I doubt you're sorry. You got what you always wanted, and any apologies are all about you, not me. Well, at least tell me how you are. You look tanned and healthy. Still saving up for those trips you've always made plans for? Actually, I've been traveling quite a bit. I couldn't afford to keep our old house, so I sold it and used the equity for a trip to Southeast Asia that we had planned, albeit not to the high-end resorts, but a whole 6 months there. It was amazing. I loved it so much that I lived with your dad for a while, saved up my money and went to Machu Picchu and then on a tour of New Zealand. Oh, wow. You lived with my dad, I had no idea. And all those places we used to talk about, well, we liked to stay at the most luxurious resorts. You would have loved... Jack didn't let himself finish the sentence. What about the factory? You work it all the time. How did you find the time? Once I realized I didn't have to chase money, pay for a house, and buy things for you, I focused and started doing contract work. Then I made a little extra money from travel blogging and photography. We are going to spend some of the money your dad left me on a North American tour next year. He helped plan it. We are? Yes, me, Abby, and the kids. Isn't Abigail my maid of honor at our wedding? She got married years ago. Yeah, it seems her husband had the same fidelity issues you did. So I became stepfather to 2 girls, and we named our boy after your father. My family is the best thing that ever happened to me. Wow, Charles never had the right time for us to have kids. Yeah, well, he's always been a self-centered jerk, but you didn't see that for the money. I have to go get the kids. Bye, Lizzie. She stared after him, never sharing the news that she and Charles had separated a year ago.